First of all, good morning. My name is Regina Sanchez, and my classmate's name is Andrea Lopez, and me and her will present to you what is Fourth Wing. What is Fourth Wing? Fourth Wing is the first book of the Empyrean series that follows the story of Violet. Violet is the daughter of the General of Navarre, a kingdom where she lives, and in there she was trained all her life to become a scribe. A scribe is part of the four categories of the kingdom of things you can become when you're older. I will specify on that later. And basically, she was only going to report everything that happened and live around books. But 6 months after the inscription day to finally start her studies, her mom decided she's not going to be a scribe, she's going to be a writer because her brother, her sister, and her mom are writers, so she has to be one. But become a writer isn't easy, especially for Violet, because she suffers of a chronic condition that makes her bones easier to break, and that makes all of the people see her as weak and fragile. But she's not, and she wants to prove to everyone that she's not weak and fragile like they all think. But she would have to pass a lot of challenges, first the parapet, then the gauntlet, and then threshing. The author of the Empyrean series is Rebecca Yarros. She was born in April 14, 1981. She grew up as the youngest of four in a military family, and now she's an American author. She is best known for the Empyrean books, but she has another ones of that kind of stuff, but more like romance and not a lot of fantasy. She's married and she has 6 kids. At Vasgayed War College, where Violet attends to, there are 4 categories of things you can enter to study. First, we have riders that you learn how to ride a dragon, physical combat, and also history of dragons. Healers know how to manage medicine and also how to help cadets that are harmed. Scripts, the only job they have is to report everything and write it on books, things that happen at Navarre, like wars and everything, but they can't participate. And infantry, they specialize on surviving camps, land navigation, and everything. They're the most similar to the riders, but they can't interact with dragons, only the riders can. So, if we talk about who's superior, we could say the riders are the most superior. Now we have the principal characters. First, we have Violet Sorrengail. She's the daughter of the General of Navarre. She has a brother and a sister named Mira and Brennan. Brennan sadly died 6 years ago because he was at the rebellion. And Mira and Violet are the only ones that are still alive because her dad passed away too, and they are very close. Then we have Saden, that is a wing leader at Vascayed War College. He meets Violet on the day of the parapet, and they hate each other instantly because Saden hates her because her mom, the general, got his father killed, that it was the traitor of the rebellion, and Violet hates him because his father is the reason that Brennan is dead. So they have a mutual hate that they keep along the book, but it can quickly become another thing very differently.
Okay, so the principal characters would be Imogen Cardulo, Rhiannon Matias, Riddle Gamblin, and Liam Mary. How are they related to the main characters? Well, Imogen didn't really like Violet at the beginning, even going as far as to breaking her shoulder when they were fighting on the parapet. But as time passed, her and Violet get along due to shared experiences. Something that I also have to mention is that Satan and Violet have to protect each other due to something that happens in the book. And Satan asks Imogen to train Violet so she can protect herself. Another character that's close with Violet is her best friend Rhiannon. This happened because when they were in the parapet, Violet noticed the shoes Rhiannon was wearing weren't suitable for that, so Violet lent her one of her boots. And a character she got along well because he was likable and funny was Rito. And talking about likable characters, we also have Liam, which is Satan's friend. Like I mentioned before with Imogen, Satan and Violet have to protect each other, so apart from having Imogen train her, Violet had Liam as her bodyguard in case anyone wanted to harm her while vulnerable. He's one of my favorite characters and I love him so very much. Now we're going to talk about the other characters that we don't really like, which are Dana Etos and Jack Barlow. So the reason we dislike Jack is because he hates Violet because Violet's mom is a general, so he tried to kill and get rid of her multiple times until Violet finally killed him. And then we have Dane, who's the most despicable on the book. He was supposed to be Violet's childhood friend, but he wouldn't really believe in her. He would often tell her to become a scribe, which she couldn't do due to her mother's orders. And maybe you think he was just worried, but no. Violet actually gets two dragons in the book, in which Dane tells her to just keep the weakest one and that she couldn't have the other one, which was one of the strongest. And Violet doesn't care and stays with both dragons either way. Okay, so Prime Video series. Produced by Amazon Studios and Michael B. Jordan, the new series Fourth Wing, based on the book saga The Empyrean, will soon premiere in the Prime Video catalog. In order to continue growing, Amazon Studios has confirmed the development of a television adaptation of Fourth Wing, the beginning of the successful fantasy book saga The Empyrean, written by Rebecca Yarros. And here we have a phrase in the book which says, "A dragon without its rider is a tragedy, and a rider without their dragon is dead." Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the books. The first book of this series, Fourth Wing, released on May 2, 2023. Iron Flame, which is the second one from this series, was released on November 7, 2023. And the third book, Onyx Storm, will release January 21, 2025. If you're interested in this book and you want to buy it, I'll tell you some places where you can find it. You can find it at Walmart, Target, Gandhi if you want to read in Spanish, and Porrua if you want to read in Spanish as well.
So that was all from us. Thank you for your attention.